你好大家 ，Hi guys， 歡迎嚟到我嘅 YouTube channel 度。咁如果你係第一次見我嘅 YouTube channel 咧，咁大家好，我係 Hanna 啦。我而家入緊我 final year 讀緊港大，我都 major 緊 social sciences 同埋 arts, specifically communications and global creative industries. School is around the corner. A lot of you guys have asked me about university advice for going in, making friends, academics, dun dun. And it got me thinking. When I was going into university, I was super lost. I really didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was getting into. So here's a video about some things I wish I knew about university before I went. 咁呢條片我就分開唔同嘅 section 啦 and I have the timestamps in my bio box. If you just want to click around, go ahead, go ahead. But yeah, let's get started. The first thing I want to say is university is not that hard. At least from what I imagined. And of course, high school is a bit different from university, but it's not doable. And especially because you're in university for 4 years, you'll get the hang of it, you'll adjust to new habits, and definitely there are challenges that will make you grow. But university is definitely not as hard as I imagined it to be compared to high school. In my opinion, I actually think that IB was a lot harder than my university, but that is debatable. That is debatable. But also I will not neglect the fact that it depends on your major. I do know my friends that are doing medicine in Hong Kong are dying because medicine in Hong Kong is really stressful. But for me, myself, I found university not as challenging as I thought it would be. The second thing about academics, which I wish I knew before going into university, is know the rules of the game. Because university is a completely different playing field from high school. You don't have a guidance counselor holding your hand, telling you what classes you have to take, what you have to do for your next step. You're on your own. So do your research and know what you want to get out of university, which in my year one, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I just went there, went to class, made friends. I didn't really know what my plan is, which is, I think, such a bad mindset. Because when you know how to play the game right, it is in your favor. For instance, if you know you want to go on exchange, like you know, year 3, I want to go study abroad somewhere. Make sure you know the requirements, like what courses you may have to take before going on exchange, your GPA, or for example, graduating on time. I had so many friends that didn't realize that they missed out a course or they didn't have enough credits to graduate. All I'm saying is you're paying for your tuition for university, so make the most out of it. It doesn't have to be very strict, but know what you want from a university experience. It is not about memorizing anymore, or purely just memorization. Of course, again, it depends on your major, but a lot of high school settings, the teacher just gives you a textbook, you memorize the facts, and you do your test, and boom, you get an A. But university is a lot more about applying your knowledge or critical thinking. They might give you a situation where you have to use the facts from your textbooks or your lectures and then transfer it into that particular scenario. So it's not purely about putting stuff in there and spitting it back out. I personally find it more fun because you get to be very creative and you get to challenge people's thoughts and ideas, but it's not purely about memorization anymore. Number 4, which goes hand in hand with my second comment, is you are a lot smarter than you think. I think when you get there and you meet so many cool people who've experienced great things or academic geniuses, you sometimes like reflect to yourself like, wait a minute, why am I here? You're like, how did I even get here? You definitely have moments where you feel a bit insecure because people have achieved so many great things. But I guess instead of seeing it as like, oh, I don't belong there, just fooling yourself, first of all, you're there for a reason. You got in for a reason, and see these people as people of inspiration rather than competition or insecurity. Work smart, not hard. And please do that, please. For example, using tools that will help you excel. Using Grammarly, asking your friends to help you proofread your essays. Or this might be controversial, but using AI. But like, I'm not saying to make AI write your essays for you because that is plagiarism. But like, sometimes when you're lost, it's very helpful to get another opinion to maybe help you get inspired for some ideas. This advice, which goes into my next point, is make your professors know you. This is actually like a solid advice. This advice is actually so underrated and I wish I knew this earlier. Especially if you like a professor, they can help you so much in your university trajectory. For example, writing reference letters for internships, job opportunities, advice. They could give you advice in your academic career or like what courses to take next. Even giving you solid advice for your projects because they like you, or maybe even if you're like in borderline from B+ to A-, if you know your professors, you'd be like, that didn't work toward I shall give her an A-. You know what I mean? Like, professors are people too, and when they have students that love their classes and are engaging and they know their students, they're definitely most likely to be more helpful for you and your university trajectory. Trust me. Next point is don't be afraid to ask questions. Honestly, especially when I feel like in university, participation is a lot lower than in high school. Professors are so eager for students to just ask questions and to be engaging. You are there to learn, so don't be afraid. Don't feel like it's a silly question. Time management. The good thing about university is there's less structure. You have a lot more agency with your life, but this also means that you have to take responsibility of your life and manage it well. Because no one's there to hold your hand and tell you what to do. For example, if you don't graduate on time, you just don't graduate on time and you have to study another extra semester. So really make sure to take the right courses at the right time and to manage your time schedule well. And having a lot more agency of your life is super good because, for example, I can make my classes go from Monday to Thursday and have a 3-day long weekend. But it also means now you have to manage your time well and you have to make sure that you graduate on time or you have the right courses and credits. Proofread. I honestly think the difference between my essays that got me a B to my essays that got A's is because I had more time to read my essays again and again and again to polish the grammar, my ideas of thought, of flow. And also sometimes ideas will make sense to you, but it might not make sense to other people. I always ask at least one friend to read my essay to just tell me if they understand the ideas, if they like it, if they find something confusing. Because if your friend doesn't get the essay, your professor is probably not going to get your essay either. Do summer or winter school if you can. Especially if you're trying to manage graduating on time and you realize that some courses are not available for certain semesters. I genuinely think summer and winter schools are actually really cool. It's only pass-fail, so it won't affect your GPA. And also you can sometimes do summer and winter schools in other countries, so it's like a mini exchange. Like my friend Abby went to NSU for winter exchange. She had the best time. She not only learned another place's culture, but she also saw another place's uni culture. Grades are less important in university than in high school. I'm not saying that not care about your school and let your GPA drop to like a 1, but I'm just saying that the grades that you get in university will only matter to what goal you want to achieve. For example, if you want to get to a particular internship in your field, you only need to meet the minimum requirement of that GPA, which goes back to my second point of knowing the rules of the game. Because when I applied for internships, I noticed that they didn't even ask for my grades. They just wanted to see work experience I have, my interests, my hobbies, rather than actually my grades. All I'm saying is, in university, grades are not life and you shouldn't make it your life. You should also have a social life and have fun. Because I remember in high school, I felt like the higher grade you got, the better university you got into, and the pressure was really emphasized on your grades. But in university, when I was applying for jobs and stuff, the emphasis was like 0 on the grades. They just wanted to make sure that I'm an okay student. Next, which is super important, is class planning. Look up professor reviews. These are basically Excel sheets where students write reviews on professors or certain courses that they've taken. When I was in year 1, that was a great indicator of what courses I wanted to take and what kind of professors I wanted to attend classes to. Because professors really make or break a course. It might be the most interesting topic, the most interesting course, but if the professor is really bad, I hate to break it to you, but the course is gonna be awful. Because I've been in classes where the topic seems very uninteresting, but because the professor is super loving, super charismatic, super great at teaching and is really passionate, the course became really interesting. Which gets to my second advice is talk to your seniors of your university, especially in your faculty. I did not do this and that's how I took microeconomics. Make sure to talk to your seniors because they've basically gone through what you've done. They can give you advice, they can tell you what courses you have to take and how to take notes in certain classes. Seniors are like your guardian angel, so talk to seniors. Third one is grab a scholarship whenever you can. Universities offer a bunch of scholarships. If you know you can go for it or you really need it, please do because it can really help your university experience and make it a lot more easier. Please meet with your academic advisor and look at your audit. Look at your audit. I did not know I had an audit until the end of my year 3, which is basically 2 months ago, and I felt so stupid. But basically I took courses and I took certain credits that would not help me graduate. If you don't want to feel silly and you want to help with your university direction, please look at your audit and please talk to your academic advisor because this way you can graduate on time and make your life so much easier. Yay! Now let's get into the social life. So definitely when you get into university, you have to make more effort in making friends. But everyone is super needy and wants friends. When you're a freshman going from high school to university, nobody has friends and everyone is super eager to socialize. Obviously you might be shy or maybe you don't really know how to start. What I basically did when I was a freshman, people I sat next to in my classes, I would ask, oh, do you want to grab lunch? And then that's how I made friends in my faculty. Another great way to make friends is join clubs. There are different societies and universities, all from languages to the arts to science and so on and so forth. Whatever interest you have, I'm sure there's a club in your university. And And lastly, join a dorm. I joined a dorm and I made lifelong friendships, and I definitely think my dorm experience really made my university life. Those are some ways to make some friends. Say yes to more things in the beginning. Of course, know your own boundaries and when to say no, but university is such a new and exciting chapter, and you don't want to limit yourself to any new opportunities. Try and say yes in the beginning. Especially in the beginning, freshmen are more eager and they have more time to really socialize and make friends. Third is please have fun. Although studying is important, as I said earlier, it is not your life. University is so much more than that, and so please have the time of your life and enjoy this weird phase in your life where you're not really an adult yet, but you don't have proper responsibilities, because that's actually really exciting. So have fun. Romanticize your life. Because social media, you look at other people's lives and you kind of are like, damn, why is mine not like that? Me studying in Hong Kong, and sometimes I see like maybe students abroad university videos and I'm like, that's so cool. Why don't I get to experience that? But genuinely, when you change your mindset and find little moments in your life, in university life, that make you happy, just romanticize it, being like, oh my god, then I have this really cool professor, or I made great friends in this dorm and we get to go to this cafe together. Just small things like that. And I'm saying that because university flies by so fast. So please cherish your university life. If you're moving into a dorm, here are some quick dorm hacks. Please do not bring too many things. Please. Every year when I go back to my dorm, I always regret bringing so many things, and I regret it every year. Every time I'm like unpacking and repacking, I'm like, oh my god, why am I doing this again? Because in the end, I really didn't use half of the things I brought. So really think back to the basics, like what do I use every day? And research on what the dorm provides already. Second is be yourself. I think when I was a freshman, I was so caught up on being a part of something so new and so exciting. Sometimes you try to be something that you aren't. Maybe it is to impress the seniors that you're like mature and cool. But if you're not yourself, you truly will never thrive in your environment. And trust me on that. So just be who you are. You'll find your community, you'll find your people, and you'll just thrive. So yeah, that is basically it for my University 101 advice video. Hey Monday, 종이라, or you found it useful. But here are some more general comments I want to give before I finish the video, which is university is a strange, interesting, weird time of your life. You're navigating this new part of your identity. Like you're trying to figure out what you want to be when you're older, well, whatever that even means at this point. But just remember, university is a transitional phase. It's not supposed to feel like you're settled, really. You're navigating your independence, your self-discovery, your intelligence, your self-love. It is a strange time, but it's also a very beautiful time, and I definitely think that I've learned so much from just these 4 years. I think my year 1 self when I went into university is a very different person to who I am today. 希望你哋鍾意今日條片啦，好少會拍呢啲 sit down videos 同你哋傾偈啦。So if you like these videos or you found it helpful, let me know. I can't believe I'm going into my year 4 now, but it's gonna be a great year and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. Good luck to all my freshmen this year. You are gonna thrive. I'm so excited for you. 咁下一條片再見啦，大家。